In this video we shine a spotlight on one of the lesser-known yet incredibly influential figures of the American Revolution, Henry Knox. While names like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson are often celebrated, Knox played a crucial role in the Revolution's success. From his early days as a bookseller to becoming a key general in the Continental Army, Henry Knox's journey is one of dedication, bravery, and leadership. Join us as we dive into the life and legacy of this American hero. Chapter 1. Early Life and Background. Born on July 25, 1750, in Boston, Henry Knox was the son of a working-class family. Unlike many of his fellow revolutionaries, Knox didn't have a formal military background. Instead, he was a bookseller by trade and had a deep passion for reading, especially about military strategy. It was his self-education and keen interest in artillery that would eventually guide him to become one of the most important figures in the Continental Army. Chapter 2. The Call to Arms. Knox joins the Revolution. As tensions between the American colonies and Britain escalated, Knox's loyalty to the Patriot cause led him to join the militia. He quickly gained a reputation as a capable and motivated individual. During the early stages of the Revolution, Knox was named the Chief of Artillery for the Continental Army, despite his lack of formal military experience. His deep knowledge of weapons and artillery, however, made him an invaluable asset to General George Washington's forces. Chapter 3. The Fort Ticonderoga Expedition, bringing cannons to Boston. One of Henry Knox's most significant achievements came during the winter of 1775 to 1776. In December 1775, after the British had successfully occupied Boston, the Continental Army was in dire need of artillery to break the British siege. The Continental Congress knew that Fort Ticonderoga in upstate New York had a significant stockpile of cannons and military supplies. However, getting those cannons to Boston, especially in the dead of winter, was no easy task. Knox, with his knowledge of artillery, was given the monumental task of transporting these heavy cannons over 300 miles of difficult terrain. With a team of oxen and sleds, Knox and his men made the treacherous journey through snow-covered mountains, battling the elements and the harsh winter conditions. After weeks of effort, Knox successfully brought the cannons to Washington's forces, giving the Continental Army the firepower they desperately needed. Chapter 4. The Siege of Boston and British Withdrawal. Once Knox's artillery was positioned on Dorchester Heights, overlooking Boston, it posed a serious threat to the British forces, who were holed up in the city. The cannon's strategic placement allowed the Continental Army to bombard British positions, which forced General Howe and the British troops to evacuate Boston in March 1776. This victory was a significant morale booster for the revolutionaries and marked a turning point in the early stages of the war. Chapter 5. Knox's continued service and role in the Revolution. Henry Knox's leadership and bravery didn't stop with his success in Boston. He continued to serve as a crucial officer in the Continental Army throughout the war. As Chief of Artillery, he participated in multiple key campaigns, including the Siege of Yorktown, where the Continental Army, alongside the French forces, would ultimately defeat the British and secure American independence. His military strategies and innovations in artillery were vital to several victories, and his personal loyalty to George Washington made him one of the Commander-in-Chief's most trusted allies. Chapter 6. Post-Revolutionary Life, a Founding Father in the New Republic. After the American Revolution, Henry Knox's contributions didn't end. He was appointed as the first Secretary of War under President George Washington's administration, where he played a pivotal role in the formation of the new American military. Knox was instrumental in shaping the country's defense policies and the creation of the U.S. Army. Later in life, Knox became a successful landowner and continued to serve his country in various capacities. His work in the early years of the United States helped lay the foundation for the nation's military structure. Conclusion. Henry Knox may not be as well known as some of his contemporaries, but his contributions to the American Revolution were absolutely vital to the success of the Patriot cause. From his daring mission to bring artillery from Fort Ticonderoga to his leadership during key battles, Knox's courage and resourcefulness played a critical role in securing American independence. He truly deserves to be remembered as one of the unsung heroes of the Revolution. If you enjoyed learning about Henry Knox's incredible journey, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of the men and women who shaped the United States. Let us know in the comments what other historical figures or events you'd like to explore in future videos.